Benevolence, dear immortals. I'll be your curator for this evening. You can call me Whimsical William. Welcome to my channel. Alright, before we start, I just want to say 3 more subscribers and we're at our goal of 500. So if you haven't already, like the video, leave me a comment, subscribe, and let's get to that threshold. I have a very special video that I want to make after that 500 subscribers is reached. And also, I'm just really happy about the name change and all the manga that I've been reading lately and all the figures that I've been collecting. I'm really stoked to show everyone what I've curated so far. So once again, subscribe if you feel like it, and let's get to it. So today's video is going to be about this manga I'm reading right now, and it's called Sleepy Princess in the Demon Castle. Look at that epic cover. I just want to say that this manga and anime, because it has an anime from Shonen Sunday's line, is a whole mood. Let's talk about it. Oh, first, look at this adorable art. It's so good. I love it. So it's a whole mood. And I say that because despite the princess being in not favorable conditions or in a favorable situation, all she really cares about is going to sleep. She's in a demon's castle, so you can really use your imagination there before even reading anything. Like, you get kidnapped, you're in a demonic castle, and there's like monsters everywhere. It's dark, might be damp or cold. It's just uncomfortable. And if you're not doing anything, no one's torturing you, no one's bothering you, you're gonna get sleepy. It might be difficult to sleep because of those conditions. Well, this princess, she was having trouble sleeping. So the reason why this manga is such a mood is because it's a lot of plot device, but she still uses her imagination to make it really work for her. She realizes all the things that's stopping her from sleeping immediately. She's like, oh, my neck kind of doesn't feel that great. I need a good pillow. So she like finds some demons that are like stuffed animals and, you know, combs them and gets their stuffing, makes a pillow. Pillow's great. The blanket that she's using or the cover that she's using doesn't feel good. She like takes some scissors from another demon and cuts the cape or cloak off of another demon. She does some real questionable stuff in this manga too, just to make sure she gets a good night's sleep. But all can be forgiven because it's just a bunch of mean old demons and she's an adorable princess just trying to get a good night's sleep. And she's so wild. She goes the extra mile and doing whatever it takes to get that good night's sleep. At some point she slept in a coffin. Some magic was involved to help her get some sleep as well. I won't spoil too much, but it's just crazy, her adventures in this castle just trying to get a good night's sleep. And they stretch this concept, but it never really gets dull. It never gets boring. I'm always excited to see what else is going to stop her from sleeping. Is it the noise? Is it the weather? Is it, you know, how comfortable her bed is? Is it where her bed is? The elements outside, mosquitoes, because the castle doesn't really have a good way of keeping bugs and whatnot out, so that's an issue. The art's amazing. I think what really shines in this manga are the creative demon designs and also the backgrounds. The backgrounds are highly detailed, almost as if you're reading a story that's more adventure based and more, I wouldn't say supernatural, but more so almost fairy tale-esque, which is really interesting. So, oh, it's actually pretty funny too. Like, there's a lot of comedy in this manga. Like the Demon King and the higher ranking demons like Of course, they don't want to hurt her too much because she's a hostage, but they're just so nice to her, and all she really wants to do is sleep. And they want to get mad at her because she keeps getting out of her cell, her cage, and they're like, how does she keep escaping? And if she could escape the cage, why isn't she leaving the castle? Then they realize she just wants to get sleep, and it's just really funny. And like, instead of like getting mad at her, they're like, oh, we'll just let her sleep. We'll just let her sleep. And the whole starting premise is like there's kind of a war going on between mortal humans and demons, and the demons are like, all right, bet, we're gonna kidnap your princess. And the princess, she knows about heroes trying to save her, and she doesn't really care if she just wants to go to sleep. And I think that that's a mood. Like, I have those times in my life where, and I think other people have these times in their lives where the world could be ending, or like something detrimental could be happening around them, and they just can't bring themselves to care because they just want to go to sleep. Like, they're tired. They had a long shift at work, had a long day, maybe they didn't get good night's sleep the night before, but nothing is as important as it should be because I'm not well rested. I haven't had my 8 hours. And I just feel like this manga hits so many of those boxes. It's cozy, also dark just because the setting. Yeah, with the beautiful background artwork and the creative demonic designs for the monsters. Fantasy. It just gives me like really big fantasy vibes. And I've only read one volume so far. I watched the anime too. The anime is really good. Honestly, you can't really go wrong with either one. I guess I'd say the anime is a little bit better so far because you get to really see the magic and the monsters shine and within their movements and their sounds. But the manga's art is so good that even though it doesn't have color, it's just highly detailed and you can really enjoy those still backgrounds. So, and the voice acting is good in the anime. The manga, you can kind of put your own voice to those characters. So that, I don't know, like I can't recommend one more than the other. If you're an anime watcher, watch the anime. If you're a manga reader, read the manga. If you want to try something new, you could either try any of them, really. Doesn't really matter. They're both really good. Let's see. I will say that this manga is a commitment. I think they're on, I forgot exactly which volume they're left on, but I think there's like around 20 volumes to get through. And I only have like 3 or 4, so I got a lot of catching up to do. But it's Shonen Sunday, so they're not really expensive. They're just regular sized tokobons, really, like $10 each. I think they might go up a little bit more because all the manga prices are going up, but it's still not a massive investment if you collect little by little at a time. So yeah, this one is a mood and I highly recommend it. And that's it for the video. Like I said, once we reach that threshold of 500 subscribers, I'm gonna start working on a whole apartment tour, all my manga, my anime figures, where I store my boxes for the anime figures, which is wild. The movies, the video games, my regular novels if you're into that, plushies, Power Ranger helmets, whatever, my dishes, my rice cooker, wall tapestries, whatever is in my apartment, I'm willing to share because I really didn't think I'd be able to make it to 500 subscribers. It's not a huge thing, but for me it is because the channel's growing slowly and my editing skills aren't the highest. So I'm just doing the best I can with what I got. And I'm really happy to be where I am. So thank you so much for subscribing and liking the videos and sharing comments. I appreciate all of it. I'm grateful. And until next time, I'll see you around. Peace.